Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with a review of these Mbrp long tube catted headers available for 2015 and up S550 GT Mustangs. In this video we're going to be looking at a few different things in regards to these headers. We're going to be talking about the materials and construction of the headers themselves and the install too. We'll talk more about this later, but I can tell you right now that long tube headers make for a difficult install, so I'm going to call this one a 3 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. The Mbrp catted long tube headers are going to be a good option for someone looking for a natural finish long tube that's going to maintain the use of cats and make way for a 3-inch aftermarket cat back. The connection pipes that come with these headers are 3-inch catted pipes, which means that you'll need a 3-inch cat back. Long tube headers are going to offer both performance and sound gains, but the end result of your headers will depend on the rest of your setup. The runners on these particular headers are 1 7/8 inch, which is slightly different than the 1 3/4 inch offering. Traditionally, you see forced induction cars running the larger runners and NA cars running the smaller runner, but I wouldn't really say that that's a hard and fast rule, especially with the new Coyotes. So you don't have to have a blower to run the larger diameter like these headers here. You just need to keep in mind your current mods and the goals you have for your car when you're looking around, as well as what going with this size runner will do to your power band with the mods that you have. If you have some bolt-ons and you're still NA, you might see a hit on your low end torque, but once you spin the Coyote motor up, the larger diameter is going to help keep things moving, so what you're going to see are top end gains. Getting into the specifics here, these are a 304 stainless steel header that have a natural or raw finish, which is going to be different than a chrome or ceramic coated header. It obviously doesn't have the polished appearance that a chrome header would have, and while these don't have the ceramic coating either, they are made from that 304 stainless steel tubing, so you won't have to worry about corrosion. Not to mention you get to see the beautiful welds since these have that raw finish. And this is mandrel bent tubing, which is going to help with smoother air delivery. The primary tubes then merge down to a 3-inch collector, and Mbrp has these header flanges up there that are laser cut, and they do that to prevent leaks and create a good fit. Then you have your connection pipes here. Like I said earlier, they're 3-inch and they are catted. These are high flow race cats and they require a 3-inch cat back to be bolted up to them. And if you didn't know already, when you change your header setup to a long tube setup, you also need to change your mid pipe to a shorty mid pipe in order to work with the long tubes. So just keep that 3-inch requirement in mind when you're trying to pick out your cat back, or at least your mid pipe. If we move on to price, as we all pretty much know, or you know if you've been shopping for long tubes, they're pretty much going to be a solid investment. They're pricey and they're difficult to install. The option from Mbrp, since they are a higher quality item that's more at the top of the food chain, are going to be on the more expensive side. The 1 7/8 inch option that we have here is going to be slightly more expensive, which isn't unusual to see. You do tend to see the larger runner costing more than the smaller runners, but not usually by very much at all. Either way, you're looking at spending between $1,300 and $1,400 for a set of these. But do keep in mind that you'll still need a shorty mid pipe in order to install these, so you can figure on purchasing that as well. And that's why I called long tube headers an investment earlier. But you do have to keep in mind all the benefits and power that you'll be getting from this setup, and to put things in perspective, it's not just Mbrp that's going to be expensive. You're going to be looking at headers costing over $1,000 anyways, no matter what brand you go with. As for the install on this one, long tubes are always going to be a difficult install. I don't say this often, but if you don't have a helping hand or you don't have much experience, it might be better to just take the car to a shop for the install. If you do tackle this yourself, it's going to be a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the scale and a day in the garage, especially considering that you'll be installing a cat back with these headers. You can do it on a jack and jack stands, but a lift would make it easier for sure. You're going to need your toolbox for this one with an assortment of different sockets, wrenches, and extensions. You're looking at things like disconnecting the steering shaft, dropping the starter, and removing a motor mount. A lot of this install obviously requires working in some pretty tight areas, so while everything is straightforward, getting access and maneuverability in these areas is actually tricky, which is why you need to pull a motor mount on one side, so you can raise the motor slightly with a jack to give you a little bit more room. And having a helping hand in this case is really going to benefit you, but a day of wrestling and some pretty pennies spent on this mod is totally worth it in my opinion. So wrapping things up with the Mbrp long tube catted headers, these are 304 stainless steel headers with high flow race cats. They have 1 7/8 inch runners and a 3-inch collector that runs down into 3-inch collection pipes. You need a 3-inch cat back to pair with these headers, and as usual, you can check them out more online for yourself right here at AmericanMuscle.com.